Alright, here's a match that accomplishes two things. It lets me test to see whether or not I could record Desmumi while playing and using the built-in record function, and it also gives me something to upload, and it all works out in the end. This was a match where we just brought stuff, and to be honest, if I wanted to, I could put the bottom screen down on the screen right somewhere, like as a thing with a thing that Shark Tamer has always been wanting to try out for my video for Pokemon videos, whatever. You know what I mean. So he's got a bunch of stuff. I don't exactly remember where I got this match from. I might have gotten it on AAX. I don't know. Place you should go, AAX Zat, which is zat.com/AAX, because it's Adrose Asylum Zat. Anyways, we are going to be doing a video here with that knowledge, and my team is interesting, I guess, but whatever. I'm going to lead with Skunks and Roses, or Skuns and Roses, or whatever it's called. But, you know, whatever. I think that you can get the reference if you think about it. So, I'm going to get the heck out of Dodge, because I really don't know what this Mammoth is going to want to do, and it actually goes for an Earthquake, which does a lot, so I'm going to bring out music to my ears. Yes, I made Nubs and other people groan while saying that pun, but hey, whatever, I felt the need to do it. So I'm going to transform into Heatran, and looking at his set, there's not a whole lot he can do to me, and there's not a whole lot I can do to him, so we're just going to get up Stealth Rocks, which my Mew could do without transforming, and then we're both going to play the which one of us is going to switch game. So I think he's going to go for Toxic here as I protect, as we wait for the communication to happen. Yes, we both go for Toxic. So, as you can see, we're doing a very good job of walling each other, because neither of us can do anything to anybody, and neither of us wants to really switch. So he's going to go out to Virizion as I Toxic and hit, and now I can do a little bit of Toxic stalling if I so desire, but I'm not exactly sure what this Virizion's going to want to do, so I think I'm just going to switch out to Celebi, because I figure he can't do a whole lot to me. Even if he does have Hidden Power Ice, I don't really think it will kill, or like randomly Hidden Power Bug, because who would really run that? So he gets a Workup up, which I've heard people using mixed Virizion with Workup, but I don't really see the point. It's kind of gimmicky if you ask me. I'm going to get a crit on the U-turn. I mean, I can't really say that that mattered or not, but I'm going to go out to Salamence, and it really didn't matter because of the Salamence I'm running, so I'm just going to go for the Dragon Claw because I don't want to lock myself into Outrage and get that Moxie boost, because Scarf Mints with Moxie is actually pretty good. So he's going to bring out a Scissor now, and I'm thinking I'll switch because I don't really think Dragon Claw would be a good idea. So I'm going to go out to Gigoti, which we've seen before. I mean, you know he does. And he's going to Swords Dance, which is bad news a little bit. So I guess we're going to see what happens here. I'm going to go for the Close Combat, because I know it'll do a lot, because most Scissors don't run a whole lot of physical defense. So he gets up a second Swords Dance, and I don't believe a Bullet Punch at what's essentially +5 will kill me, because I am the Steel typing and such, and I am also fairly bulky naturally, so Cobalion is actually doing a good job of sitting there with a beard, and people are challenging me on PO. Okay, so Jellicent comes out, and I don't really have anything better to switch to or to do, so I'm just going to go for an Iron Head and let him kill me off, because I really don't think it's better to do. Nothing on his team is really going to be, like, Cobalion's not really useful for anything else on his team. So I'm going to bring out my Skuntank now, and I'm thinking he's going to switch, so I go for the Pursuit. He's going to Will-O-Wisp and hit me, which is, I mean, I have Taunt, so I wanted to go for it, but at the same time, he's got Scald, so he could burn me anyway. And with Taunt and Sucker Punch, I could have actually done stuff to him, but now he's going to recover, and now I have Sucker Punch, and if he switches, it's the only way I'll be able to avoid it. But I don't know. I keep thinking he's going to switch, but he never did switch, because apparently he's knowing of knowledge of movesets of Skuntank, which had I known that I was going to be faster and that Jellicent was going to try and go for a move like that, I would have just Sucker Punched eventually, but I never got around to it, so I just wasted my Skun Tank, which kind of sucks. So now I've got to figure out what I want to do. I go out to Celebi now because Celebi is not afraid of getting statused, and I already know his full moveset, I believe, so I'm not afraid. And now I'm just going to go for Leech Seed. I guess he was thinking I would go for the Giga Drain, but I didn't want to immediately. And now I just gotta figure out what this Heatran is gonna do. I'm just gonna U-turn and see what happens. So I'm going to more than likely go out to my Zangoose, which returns from the dead of the past, and he's going to Toxic. I'm immune. And I figured if he did go for the Lava Plume, which I know he has, I don't think it would have killed because his doesn't seem like it's more of an offensive variant. I'm going to go for the Close Combat. He goes into Jellicent, and Jellicent is just going to be like, sup. And I'm just like, okay, I'm going to go for the Thunder Punch and kill you, so hooray. Now he's going to bring back out his, well, he's not going to bring back out, but he's going to bring out his Dragonite. And I'm like, well, I don't really know what else I can do to this thing, so I'm just going to return something to it, I do believe, because Zangoose likes to borrow from Dragonite, and thus it has to eventually give back what it borrowed. So Dragonite's going to go for the Dragon Dance, which, it's not really going to make a big difference here. He's going to Outrage and kill me, but, I mean, it's not like it mattered. Zangoose probably would have been useful later if I'd kept it, but I didn't, so going to go out to Salamence, and I'm just going to go for the Dragon Claw, because again, I don't want to lock myself into Outrage, and the Moxie will help, but it doesn't matter, because he has Mamoswine, and I'm going to die from an Ice Shard. So, wait, never mind, that's not yet. Go out to Celebi, and he's going to Ice Shard me, and that does a lot of damage, so I'm going to get some Leftovers Recovery. And now he's going to go for the Ice Shard, and it turns out that an Ice Shard without a crit would have done that much as the lowest amount of damage it could do. So basically we end up having Mamoswine win in the match. Oh wait, I still have music to my ears? I didn't know that. Well, I'm going to go for the Psyshock, and I thought he was banded, but he's not, so that was a bit of a surprise. So yeah, had I run a couple more, well, had I run any special attack EVs on my Mew, I probably would have been able to kill him, but it doesn't matter, I'm going to lose now. So yeah, that was a good game. TheHaxKing, you definitely didn't really get that much hacks. I mean, you got some hacks, but it wasn't anything major. And that was a good game. I think we saw everything on your team. I don't know. So yeah, be sure to do stuff. I don't know. I'm always in my videos saying that. I have no idea. I can't think at 2 o'clock in the morning.